العالمين والصلاة والسلام على محمد وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
Respected brothers and sisters in Islam, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في القرآن الكريم: بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قالت إحداهما يا أبت استأجره إن خير من استأجرت القوي الأمين. The discussion surrounding leadership is very relevant within the month of Sha'ban more than any other month. Because just as food differs in different cultures, and you'll find that there's an emphasis on certain domains of food in certain cultures more than other cultures, certain topics also are more emphatic in certain months than others. Muharram, cry. Ramadan, pray. Sha'ban is leadership. Sha'ban is the month of leadership. You might go, for example, to the Indian culture, and you'll see that their food is very spicy and bountiful. Very bountiful. You might go, for example, to the European culture. You'll see that there's more of an emphasis on presentation than other cultures. Then you go to the Arab culture, of course it's mixed with oil, meat, and heart failure. However, mainly you'll find the month of Sha'ban is the month of leadership. It serves as the invagination of the births of the vanguards of hope, of the beacons of guidance, and of the captains of honor. Therefore, let's see, when you speak of leadership through an Islamic lens, you'll notice that there is very specific guidelines that have been spoken to us when it comes to leadership. Because much of leadership, when we speak of it, is about the fuel, is about pressing the gas, about doing. Islam came and defined leadership as not leading. What do I mean? What do I mean? When you come and you speak of not doing, much of leadership is about knowing what not to do, not doing. Not who to save, who not to save. Because if you stay away from the haram, automatically you've done the wajib. Do you agree? However, it's not the case that if you do the wajib, you've necessarily stayed away from the haram. So not doing is a greater domain to emphasize upon than the doing part. Nuh alayhi salam was told who not to save. For 80 plus years, Nuh alayhi salam is building the ark, finishes the ark. 2 of each animal board the ship. Nuh alayhi salam looks to his side and he sees that his son and his wife have been left without boarding the ship. He says, Ya Allah, that's my wife. Ya Allah, that's my son. Allah tells him, as for your wife, she has become from the ghabireen, from those who have been led astray. How about my son, Ya Allah? This is my joy and pride. This is my honor. He said, Ya Allah, this is my son. When did Allah respond to him? He told him, إِنَّهُ لَيْسَ مِنْ أَهْلِكَ إِنَّهُ عَمَلٌ غَيْرٌ صَالِحٌ. He told him, that's not your son. Why isn't he my son? Because he's doing that which is wrong. You're wrong. It's that simple, you're wrong. He tells him that you are trying to save someone who is on the path of batil, someone who's on the path of misguidance. Nuh alayhi salam in this regard was told to do what? Was told what not to do. example, you have patience on one side, and you have prevention on the other. When you speak of what not doing, it's a discussion of patience, not prevention. Sometimes you have to be patient. You don't prevent. Sometimes you have to await. Sometimes you do action. So on one side you have patience, which is the not doing. On the other you have prevention. Now why do I choose? Why is up to you and your wisdom? How many times do prophets within the Holy Quran they say, Rabbi, hab li hukman wa alhaqni bis-salihin. My Lord, grant me wisdom and send me to those who are the good doers. Alhaqni, let me chase them. Ya Allah, let me chase them. You'll notice that on one side you have patience, on the other you have prevention. On one side you have awaiting, on the other side you have action. And that's why one of the narrations they come and they say, أفضل العبادة, what? Giving charity? That's one narration. And for example, to stay away from that which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made haram. What is it, charity? Is it to attend? Is it to go? Is it to fight? Is it to punch? No! Intilar al-faraj. To do nothing. Just sit down and chillax. Let me tell you, what does chillax mean? Chillax is chill plus relax. Chill plus relax equals chillax. So you'll notice that, or you notice, for example, when you come and you speak of, on one side you have what? Awaiting. On another side you have action. On one side you have silence. On another you have speaking. Ya akhi, wallahi, there is more of an emphasis in Islam on silence, awaiting, and patience than the antithesis. When you come to speak of silence, one hadith comes and says, if speaking is from silver, then silence is from gold. Just like these wonderful balloons, fantastic balloons. If speaking is from silver, then silence is from gold. Diamond for you, and you'll notice that indeed these kinds of discussions are very important when we're trying to understand what not to do. Ramadan, as we know, is coming. Is the month of not doing. Is the month of Siyam. يا الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون. Allah says patience, or in other words fasting, which precipitates patience, has been written upon you. Why? So that you can have taqwa. So you'll notice leadership in Islamic terms has much to do with what? With not doing. Not leading. Who do I follow? When you speak of emulation in Islam, not qiyada, ittiba'. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل إن كنتم تحبون الله فاتبعوني يحببكم الله. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what did he say? He said, oh you who believe, if you love me, Rasulullah speaking within the Quran, then what? Follow me, Allah will love you. Ittiba'. When you look at somebody like Hamza, the uncle of the Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who was also the uncle of Amir al-Mu'mineen Ali ibn Abi Talib. Hamza, you notice that indeed was so close to Rasulullah, to the extent that Rasulullah says, Man zarani walam yazur ammi al-Hamza faqad jafani. He says, he who visits me and doesn't visit my uncle Hamza has forsaken me and disrespected me. Allahu Akbar. What status did Hamza reach in Islamic history? What status did Hamza reach? This is what? This is a companion. This is a man who taught us how to follow. Today you have books and you have intel left, right, and center telling us about how to lead. So how do I be a great follower? Islam is the religion of obedience, let alone leading. The religion of, that's why Islam, remind you, what does it mean? Islam means what? To lead or to submit? No, Islam means peace and submission. Arguably two of the most pacifistic words that you can find in literature. Submission and peace. Al-Islam هو التسليم. Well, not to you. Malik reaches the tents of who? Of Kufr and Nifaq in the battle of Siffin. He reaches the tents of Muawiyah ibn Abi Sufyan. He takes out his sword. He unsheathes his sword. He's about to cut the head of Muawiyah ibn Abi Sufyan. He hears a voice, Malik, come back. Malik opens his phone. He checks his text messages, no text messages. He asks his surrounding humans, he tells him, is that me being called? I've reached the neck of Muawiyah. You think I'm going to give up now? I've reached his neck. He tells him, Malik, come back. Irja ya Malik. He looks back, who is it? It's Ali ibn Abi Talib. Tells him, Malik, he tells him, Ya Amir al-Mu'mineen, I've reached the tents of Nifaq and the neck of Kufr and disbelief. What do you mean come back now? He tells him, come back. Malik puts back the sword and he goes back to the tents of Amir al-Mu'mineen Ali ibn Abi Talib. What was this a symbol of? This was an emblem of many things in addition to what? To the companionship of Malik. To the extent that Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen, don't take his words lightly when he says Malik wa ma Malik. Malik is to me as I am to Rasulullah. He says Malik, and what do you know about Malik? Malik is to me as I was to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. On one level you have Hamza. Brothers and sisters, how to follow. And then you have somebody like who? Like Habib. When you come to the 10th of Muharram, and you look at Muslim ibn Awsaja, you look at Burayr, you look at people like Abis, you look at people like Ghafariyan brothers, two brothers who are seen laughing before they die. Why are you laughing? Rasulullah is going to be giving us that cup. He's going to give it to us. These are the Ghafariyan brothers. Or you have somebody like Habib. Habib ibn Mudahar, brothers and sisters, we saw Rasulullah. He fought with Ali ibn Abi Talib. He was a companion of Imam al-Hasan and with Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam. This man has a history. He's not some random Arab who emerged surface. Habib ibn Mudahar, by the time he reaches the 10th of Muharram, is an elderly human being. Abu Abdullah salawatullahi alayhi is passing out, designating banners left, right, until there's one banner which was not given to anyone else. Who is this banner for? Who is this banner for? Is it mine? Is it mine? No. He tells him the standard of this bearer. The whole of the bearer is going to come back. Who is it? Always of when passes by, Habib ibn Mudahar al-Asadi, from the tribe of Asad. Habib comes, who is this banner for? This is for you, O Habib. He takes the banner, he goes out to the field until they tell him, Habib, stop! Why stop? Zainab wants to send her salam to you. He says, who am I? And the daughter of Ali ibn Abi Talib sends her salam to me. He goes to the tents. Zainab tells him, oh Habib, make Hussein proud. Habib al-Mudahar goes. He fights valiantly with bravery unprecedented until he dies. These are men who manifest the discussion of what? The discussion of following, of obedience, of ida'ah, of ittiba'. Why did they connect to this imam like no one else? Today some Joe Schmo comes and tells you, follow me. Why did these human beings give their hearts for these people? Who Abs ibn Abi Shabib Shakiri. You know that on the 10th of Muharram he would put his armor on for 15 hours before he goes? No. He takes off his armor, he goes onto the field. Was he joking? No, he wasn't joking. Abis Ajunit? Have you gone mad, O Abis? He says, Na'am, Hubb al-Hussein ajannani. He tells him the love of Hussein has... Now, the question is why? Logically, if you have anything to do with logic, if you're just a screaming emotion, you come in and you look at logic. You look at somebody like Abis, why did he do that? No, he understood the astronomical significance of these leaders. See, when I come and I tell you follow this person is a leader of Arv, maybe. It's up for discussion. When you look at somebody like Rasulullah, we understand there's a significance of the upper discussion. وَمَا يَنْطِقُ عَنِ الْهَوَىٰ إِنْ هُوَ إِلَّا وَحْيٌ يُوحَىٰ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says he doesn't his pocket. He doesn't pull out his notes 2 minutes before the lecture and goes up there and gives a speech. No, Allah tells him what to say. Allah tells him what to say. علمه شديد القوى. The power of strength and the source of strength has taught him. There's an astronomical significance to these human beings. That's why we have imams. People say, what would this world be without imam? You would have fasad and dhalal of many terms, which the Quran comes and speaks about. Fasad, corruption, dhalal, misguidance. ظهر الفساد في البر والبحر بما كسبت أيدي الناس. Corruption has filled and corrupted, contaminated the seas and the earth. بما كسبت أيدي الناس. From what the hands of the people have done. That's weird. Why is that weird? Because Quran comes and says that there's an astronomical significance. We follow the Imam because he's connected to Allah. مفروض الطاعة من قبل الله سبحانه وتعالى. No shura chose him, no man appointed him. Allah. Why? Because ما كان لهم خيارا. Allah says in the Quran, decision wasn't for you. There's no other. How could a human appoint a human? Wallah, I want to understand. The first human is corrupt. The first human is infallible. How is it infallible? Going to choose an infallible. Imam Sajjad alayhi salam, he has phenomenal lines. He says, وَأَنَّا يَسْأَلُ مُحْتَاجًا مُحْتَاجًا. How is a needy going to ask a needy? We're all needy. أَنْتُمُ الْفُقَرَاءِ Allah. You are the ones who are needy to Allah. Wallahu al-Ghani. Allah is Ghani. One of the names of Allah is al-Ghani. He is Ghani. We are faqir. How is faqir going to ask faqir? That I want to know. That's what I'm interested in. When you look at somebody like Rasulullah, everything on dunya, brothers and sisters, there's something parallel to it upstairs in Akhirah. You go to Saudi today, and you see there's a Kaaba, which millions are circumambulating. There's a Kaaba for angels as well. What do we refer to it? As well, Bayt al-Ma'mur. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala swears by it. What is Bayt Ma'mur? Bayt Ma'mur is a Kaaba for the angels. Jibreel, poor guy, he's sitting there with his big wings. And maybe some Jannah Pepsi. And some, for example, Jannah Pepsi. And Jannah, for example, Tandoori. Jibreel is chilling there. He tells me, Allah, I want to go to Hajj. I can't go to Saudi yet because they won't give me a visa. I support Ali ibn Abi Talib. I protect him in battles such as Safin and Uhud and Khaybar. They're not going to give me a visa, Ya Allah. What do I do now? I'm going to build one for you. You can't go to Kaaba, Kaaba comes to you. Which Kaaba is this, Ya Allah? Bayt Ma'mur. Wallahi. Bayt Ma'mur. Why Bayt Ma'mur? Bayt Ma'mur because Allah is telling you. Allah isn't bored. Allah isn't bored. No. كل يوم هو في شأن. The brother recited from Surah Al-Rahman. كل يوم هو في شأن. Every day he's busy. He's working. لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم. He doesn't sleep or slumber. He doesn't take Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No. He's diligent in his affairs. He's meticulous in the way he executes things. Look at the discussion. Bayt Ma'mur, why? Because there's an astronomical significance to this Imam. What do I mean by astronomical? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala comes and says, مَا خَلَقْتُ سَمَاءً مَبْنِيًّا Allahu Akbar. وَلَا أَرْضًا مَنْحِيًّا وَلَا شَمْسًا وَلَا فَلَكًا وَلَا قَمَرًا إِلَّا فِي مَحَبَّةِ هَؤُلَاءِ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Hadith Kisa, I haven't created a sun nor a moon, nor the rivers flowing, nor the stars shining, except for the love of those who are under the cloak. Muhammad, Ali, Fatima, and Hassan and Hussein. There's an astronomical significance. Wallahi, it's not some one day Allah woke up and said, Ali, you're Imam, and Fatima, you're Hujjah upon the Imams, and Muhammad, you're... There's an astronomical. Don't forget this. How many people have tried to disconnect the astronomical significance? Simply from our name. Our name is Islam, Muslims. Do you know how they tried to make it Mohammedanism? This is without trying, by the way. Once you come and look at when they're trying, go look at what they've done. Bombing and attacking and taking out from the graves. Until today, they're still trying. This is without trying. What's the trying? Mohammedanism, Islam. Today you go in a plethora of books. Books are replete with Islam being known as Mohammedanism. Then why Mohammedanism? Because you have Judaism, Judah, Christianity, Christ, Zoroastrianism, Zoroaster or Zarathustra. Islam wasn't Muhammadanism, Islam was Islam. The only religion that's a noun and or a verb and adjective and so on and so forth. Islam. From off the bat we have an advantage. This kind of a discussion, why? Because they understand that this book, from cover to cover, is the only book out there where God is the primary speaker all the time. Allah doesn't say Muhammad, He always says, Qul, Ya Muhammad. Never is any Imam speaking on his own. You go to the Bible, John says this, Pete says this, Samuel says this, Solomon says this. Then who told them? No, they said it. And that's why they got all the standards messed up. Man became God, God became man. Allah said, no, there's an astronomical significance to this religion. Furthermore, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells him, Ya Rasulullah, وَلَوْ تَقَوَّلَ عَلَيْنَا بَعْضَ الْأَقَاوِيلِ. If you were to say something from your pocket, Ya Rasulullah, we're going to strike you with our right arm. So what do you mean you're going to strike you with the right arm? If that doesn't scare you enough, Ya Rasulullah, we're going to rip your jugular vein out. Well, insan is stubborn, sometimes he doesn't need a whip. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, look how he speaks to Rasulullah. Wow. To Rasulullah he speaks. We're going to strike you and rip your vein out. What the heck? What is happening here? This is Habibullah. No. Allah is telling him, Ya Rasulullah, you won't. But for the people, let me make it clear. Don't do it, Ya Rasulullah. Because there's an astronomical significance to the religion of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Astronomical. And that's why Islam came forward with imamate to institutionalize the truth. I don't disagree that Islam comes forward, or if Christianity has some truth. I don't disagree. Judaism has some truth. Every religion, we wouldn't have made it here if it didn't have some truth. You have to agree with that. It wouldn't have made it. Islam came and institutionalized the truth through imamah. This is why imam is so vital. Why do we need a society with the imam? Oh, I'm going to rip my shirt. Why do we need a society with imam? No. Because imamate came and practiced what we refer to as إِنَّا نَحْنُ نَزَّلْنَا الذِّكْرَ وَإِنَّا لَهُ الْحَافِظُونَ. We brought down Quran and we're going to protect it. Protect it through who? Through the wilayah of Amir al-Mu'mineen. Nubuwwah was tanzeel. What was imamah? Ta'weel. Nubuwwah was revelation. Imamah was preservation. It saved the religion of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Can you see this? It saved it. How did it save it? Through institutionalization. Packaging Islam. Yeah, there were things here, there were things there. There was a lecture here, there was a lecture there. Imamate was the podcast. Wallah, if that doesn't deserve a salawat, then sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Podcast. What about the podcast? No, you had a lecture here, you had a lecture there. Islam came and put it all for you on the iPod. All you need to do is move your fingers. Allahu Akbar. All you need, it's not a jigsaw puzzle. It's very clear at this point. Islam came in what? إِنَّ عَلَيْنَا جَمْعَهُ وَقُرْآنَهُ فَإِذَا قَرَأْنَاهُ فَاتَّبِعْ قُرْآنَهُ. No, we put it together, we bring the Quran together through wilayah. Then what do you mean through wilayah? Wilayah is the gist. Wilayah is what brought it together. It was the gel. Through what? Through the packaging. Now why? Ya Allah, why are you showing me that the religion needs to be a package? Because if it doesn't make sense to you, you'll drift away from the religion. What do I mean you'll drift away from the religion? If it doesn't make sense to you, you'll lose faith. Go and look at Christianity. Children are forced to go to the mosque, and even in our religion, because we fell in the same mistake. Because you have khaliq and you have makhluq. Khaliq and fa'al, makhluq. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala understood it through His ultimate infinite wisdom. That if there are loopholes, if there are certain blemishes within the religion, then people are going to leave it. People are going to be like, what kind of religion is this? Islam is the only religion that has a what? that has an upward growth in its followers at that level and at that rate. Islam is the only religion. Why? Because inspiration would be stripped if the religion didn't make sense. Inspiration would be stripped. Why would inspiration be stripped? The youth comes, he looks at the religion, he says, this doesn't make sense to me. What am I going to do at this point? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala comes and says, no. There's no flaws in the religion. There's no mistakes with the religion. Why? Ya Allah! Why? Because you will start to see that people will try to what? Will try to create some other system. People will try to concoct some other worldview. People will try to put together some other. No, this doesn't make sense to me. Now God is saying this: 3 equals 1. Then how does 3 equal 1? That's what I understand. That's what I need to know. How does 3 equal 1? No. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ. Inspiration would be stripped if the religion didn't make sense. Religion would have no followers if it didn't inspire you. Islam inspires the human being just by simply opening up the book. Every verse means something to you, but it means something else to the person sitting right next to you. Why? Because Islam has that power to inspire. Islam has that power to uplift. Islam has that power to raise and to polish and to perfect. Do you know how many times, simply by loving the Imam, people in history have been inspired simply by the love? Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen says, saying my name in every century, in every era, and in every time will be a difficulty. Salamullahi alayhi ya Amir al-Mu'mineen. In every century, in every era, and in every time, saying my name will be difficult. Why, ya Amir al-Mu'mineen? Because simply saying the name of Ali ibn Abi Talib will raise you and inspire you. Simply the name. The realities of people have been shown simply through the love of Amir al-Mu'mineen. The Imam's love has the power of bringing the good out of people with trash. Sometimes you have trash inside of you. Imam removes it. Enhances the good and exposes the evil simply with his love. You mean, tell me, what do you mean? When you look at somebody like Fidda. Fidda was a slave who was turned into a scholar. Fidda was who? Fidda, by the way, don't think she was some random human who was taken off the street and given honor and dignity to be the slave of Fatima Zahra. She was the daughter of the king of India. Fidda was the daughter of the king. She was a slave of Fatima Zahra. Fatima alayhi salam, what did she do? She made her into a scholar. You ask Fidda any question, and she speaks Quran. When you look at somebody like who? Like Hur. Hur had goodness in him. Keep in mind, Imam al-Hussein salawatullahi alayhi comes to him, and he tells him, فَكَلَتْكَ أُمُّكَ مَاذَا تُرِيدُ? May your mother lose you. What do you need from me? You know what Hur said? He said, if your mother was anyone other than Fatima Zahra, then I would have spoken against your mother. Imam Hussein took her and he rose him to an unprecedented level of shahada, from the leader of the kuffar of Yazid to a warrior under the arms of Abu Abdullah. Who else do you have? You have somebody like Fidda at one level. Yazid would take soldiers and turn them into slaves. Fidda was a slave who was turned into a scholar. Hur was an enemy who was turned into a lover. Yazid takes soldiers and he turns them into a slave. When you look at somebody like Umar ibn Sa'ad turned into such a slave after the 10th of Muharram, it was unbelievable. He comes to Abu Abdullah salawatullahi alayhi. He cuts the head of Imam al-Hussein, he goes back to Yazid. He tells him, يا املأ ركابي فضة أو ذهبا فإني قتلت السيد المهذبا قتلت خير الناس أما وأبا. He said, fill my hands with gold and silver. Why? I transformed into unprecedented levels. So saying his name is an inspiration. They bring the best out of you. And furthermore, if that isn't clear to you, then you'll notice what? If there is some evil inside of you somewhere, the Imam has the ability later on to allow that evil to manifest. Either you're saved by getting rid of the poison and spitting it out, or it consumes you, and the Imam warned the people from you. Who do we have the example of? The example of somebody like who? Zipporah. Who's Zipporah? Zipporah was the wife of Musa. You know the famous story where Musa alayhi salam is walking and he sees two females struggling to put water in their bucket near the well. What did Musa alayhi salam do? Musa went and helped them. He's holding the bucket. They reach the final destination. And Shu'aib, who was the father of these two females, tells them, my daughters, this man that helped you, I understand he's strong, as you came in God's speed. Yet you're saying something interesting. Chapter 28, verse 26. قالت يا أبتي استأجره إن خير من استأجرت القوي الأمين. My father, hire him. The best of those who you can hire is the strong and the trustworthy. How is he strong? I know. He brought the bucket. How is he Ameen? He's Ameen, O Father, because he would walk in front of us, not behind us. And he would command us to pelt stones in the proper direction, telling us where to go. This is what? This is modesty. That is a poor